Hi, my name's Steven, aka Boy in the Woods, and I'm going to be trying to do Formula One Fantasy League for the first time ever. I just set up my account. I am competing in the Shift F1 Fantasy League, or at least I will be. All things go according to plan. And I figured, you know what? If I'm doing this for the first time, and I'm kind of curious to see how it goes, let's do a little vlog series thingy. I don't know. Probably very little editing, so this might seem like a really long video as we go through. Just to begin it, it says you can create up to 3 teams. I'm gonna do one team. I'll make it easy on myself. I already got an idea for a name, and I kind of have an idea as far as how I want to approach this. So I'll talk my way through it as we go along here. Um, let's see. Yes, I know. Pick my team. So cost cap $100 million. I don't know how that works. We'll figure that out. Um, so 5 drivers, 2 constructors. I imagine that's points over the course of um value 26.9 million. I don't know how if this works. This changes week over week if I can adjust it. So first race of the season, we can go 5 drivers, 2 constructors. The one I'm curious on, I'm wondering if Fernando Alonso is only 8.3 million. I'm gonna start with him, low cost. He's probably gonna come at the starting grid like a bat out of hell. Um, who's my lowest? Who could low cost pick up points? Because like everyone's gonna go for Max Verstappen. That's what, a quarter of my total cost. It's insane. That is insane. I mean, I could just pick up Red Bull Racing and pick up both Max and get points there. Who knows where Sergio is going to place? But if the Red Bull is just better in general this season, I'm going to stay away from McLaren for at least the first race or so. Talks out of preseason testing were not fantastic on McLaren. Um, and a casual 8.1. I'm going to start with Pierre Gasly. I'm thinking Alpine might actually be fairly solid. Um, I don't know if I've really ever been super impressed with Esteban Ocon. But personally, I think I like Pierre Gasly as far as some picks and stuff. Or placing in previous seasons and racing kind of above what AlphaTauri have really given him as far as a vehicle. There's just in some cases really, you could be a really great driver, but if you're handed a really trash car, you can't do a whole lot. Um, Down towards the bottom, there's some cheap options there. I could go with just a really solid pick and just go with, where does that put me? We're gonna put Max in there. We might as well. It's probably gonna perform for it pretty well. Um, Signs and Leclerc are kind of up there. So is that cost cap for both drivers and constructors? It looks like it is. Um, huh. And I imagine this is also going to apply with points in general, like total points, placement. So that's interesting. And the higher teams. You're basically looking for a good middle because I'm already at 56.7 million, which is not. Let's see, because I've got 5, 6, 7 picks, and I'm 3 out of the 7. I'm gonna need to pick some budget options. Um, hmm. As far as points placement, let's put in Mercedes. Oh God, that's a huge chunk. I'm gonna need to go real budget options. Um, Alpine's above Aston Martin and AlphaTauri. Who's Aston Martin's other driver? I'm totally blanking. Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll's coming off of an injury. I've never been super impressed with his driving. I mean, he's all right, but I've never been. I don't. Has he ever won in F1? I feel like he's podium. I don't even know if he's podiumed actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, um, but I don't feel like Alpine's really gonna. I mean, somebody's got to finish in the points. That's the thing. Somebody's got to finish in the points. You can't have over half the field not qualifying. It's more of a question of who in the pack is going to both finish in the points. Let's throw in Ferrari. I don't know why I'm not going with Red Bull with a really, really cheap, really cheap option. Ocon hits my cap. Bottas might. So I've got 9.5 mil, both Mercedes and Ferrari. Who do I think is going to get points? I think Hulkenberg's been out a little bit. I wonder if Magnussen can come out. I'm going to throw Magnussen in 2.8 mil, and that cuts me out. So that means I can't make anything else. Max Verstappen might get me a ton of points just by coming in first. I'm actually going to go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with Perez because as long as he finishes, he's going to give me. Yep, he's going to give me a bit more in cost cap. And as long as he finishes, he's not going to finish in first, but he's going to finish up there. As long as the Red Bull is as consistent as it was last season, which it wasn't always. Reliability, gotta love it. So I can't afford anything else, and I really don't know if this is the right pick to go with Ferrari as far as the constructor. I don't know if they're both going to put. You know what? Let's take a look at that. Let's remove Ferrari because I don't know if they'll both finish. And honestly, why is McLaren up there with 9.1 mil with 13% picked? 54% picked on Aston Martin. That's not a bad idea. How much does that save me? 27? I could still go with Max. I am not against that. 57% picked Max. So Pierre Gasly doesn't make points often. The Haas could be really good, and Kevin Magnussen could just come out super strong. I don't want to say that I think McLaren might just be a no-show this season, which would kind of hurt, but I'm not against this 0.2 mil. I really don't have a whole lot of wiggle room. But I think the Red Bull will stay in the points. I don't know why I'm going Sergio Perez over someone like George Russell. 8.6 mil. I don't have the cost for it. Whereas Kevin Magnussen would probably be towards the bottom, and Fernando Alonso, if the Aston Martin is at all competitive, I don't know. You know what? First time, we're just gonna give it a go. So we're gonna hit continue. Select driver for DRS boost. Select a turbo drive will score 2 times points for your team. I'm gonna go with Max Verstappen. He's gonna podium as long as the car doesn't blow up on him. I have an idea for it. Let me double check my spelling for it. cannot be greater than 25 characters. Um, so I can go. Let me make sure my spelling is correct. Horner. Mr. Horner's Wonder Emporium. Doesn't quite flow as well as the name of the movie, but just struck my brain earlier. So, I am in United States. Favorite team. Oh, that's a gross question because it used to be McLaren, and now I don't think I like it. I don't love Haas either, but favorite driver currently. Well, it was Daniel Ricciardo, but he's no longer on the grid, which makes me sad. So we're gonna go with Pierre Gasly. No, thank you. View leagues. Join a league. We're gonna join league code. This is on their Twitter, so it should be all that bad to type it in. Nope. Already screwing it up. Is this hex? One is an O and one is a 0. Why? Okay, that should be right. Yup. Join league. Okay. All right. So theoretically we're in. I think my team. Cool. What do any of these mean? Let's see. Top scoring driver, Skidros boost, overriding manual selection. No negative points are applied to the entire race week. Oh, wait, you can get negative points? Gross. Okay. Well, I will come back. We will come back, I don't know, Monday or Tuesday or something, and we'll figure that out as far as how well I've done. I appreciate the first race of the season being at, I believe, somewhere around a reasonable time in the morning for Pacific Standard Time. That's always nice. I do not have to wake up super early for it. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I'm Steven, aka Boy in the Woods. Trying something a little different here. So catch you later.